Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Nnamdi Kanu has been a thorn in the flesh to this present dispensation. Apart from using his media platform to propagate the ideology of Biafra realization, he has also gone further to expose the ills of the society that is being suppressed by some quarters, and is doing that also to the international bodies. For those who have no idea of what is going on, day-to-day activities of what is going on in Nigeria, he uses his platform to do so much, and it has brought so much radar to Nigeria and other media platforms as well. So to do are also doing great job. But for this one, to the extent that for one of the cardinal roles or cardinal rules, key promises that Oduduwa has promised the federal government, is now telling them, please give me permission to go talk to Nnamdi Kanu to denounce the issue of Biafra agitation. Well, Nnamdi Kanu have spoken concerning this matter, and he's saying, look, so obviously, if you can meet some of my conditions, why, of course, I will personally stop agitation of Biafra. But you'll be surprised. What are these conditions? How realizable are these conditions? Well, let's find out. But before we do so, I'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, the journey of Biafra restoration edging to an end following some stipulated conditions given by the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu. The statement made available with the title Nnamdi Kanu speaks on how to end Biafra agitation has responded to that question asked by a Nigerian. The question, which was raised by a Yoruba man, requested to know what kind of condition to be met for the Biafra struggle to die and be laid to rest once and for all. Well, Nnamdi Kanu in his response gave just about 8 conditions for him to support one Nigeria. Just 8, it's not plenty, 8 only. And one of the first conditions were, the first on the list was to close down seaports sited in Lagos and reopen another one in Calabar, Onitsha, Warri, and Port Harcourt ports. Close the one seaport in Lagos. You know that's almost an impossible task. Let's continue. He says, secondly, he requested closure of international airports linked to Abuja, Lagos, and in turn open Enugu, Calabar, Owerri, Asaba, Uyo, Port Harcourt airports to engage in international operations. Meaning Lagos and Abuja should be shut down, but the remaining old eastern regions should be open and an international level, so that all transactions should be moving from the old eastern region down to any other part of Nigeria. Let's continue. Nnamdi Kanu also mentioned the third one, which was to move to Enugu, Port Harcourt, and Calabar all international and diplomatic missions, embassies, and consulates from Lagos, Kano, and Abuja. I mean, all those embassies, consul, diplomatic missions, and the consulates should all be moved from Lagos, Kano, and Abuja down to Enugu, Port Harcourt, and Calabar, respectively. The next one was that next on the fourth list listed that the central bank, that's NNPC, central bank, and other federal government managed agencies currently located in Abuja and Lagos must be moved to both Enugu, Calabar, and Port Harcourt. CBN, NNPC should be moved from Abuja and Lagos that it is right now to Enugu, Calabar, and Port Harcourt. That's Rivers. He said the fifth on the list is that all multinational companies presently having their headquarters in Lagos and Abuja must be relocated to Port Harcourt, Calabar, and Enugu, respectively. And then in the next line, all oil companies, including SPDC, must move their head offices to Port Harcourt as the oil capital of Nigeria. The second to the eighth, that the seventh condition he demanded that tertiary institutions and admission commission must impose northern children given entrance into federal schools with 300 score points, while their counterpart from the east be reduced to 20 score points. Those are almost an impossible one. But let's look at the last one he mentioned. He said the last on the enlisted condition stipulates that all federal roads, projects in the north and southwest must be handled by indigenous companies, and the ones projected to southeast and south-south be overseen by Julius Berger and other foreign construction companies. Kanu explains by the extreme point Everyone will be allowed to enjoy an equal opportunity, develop at the same pace, and accord respect to each other, irrespective of tribe, religion, and place of birth. Now, that is what he's saying, and is indirectly telling Nigerians that it's impossible to drop the Biafra agitation. This is what all this is asking for. They're very beautiful for those who are in the old Eastern region, but the truth is, how possible, how visible is this, quest. Don't forget that when you come to Seaport in Lagos, or Seaport, Tinkana Land, Wharf, and the rest are one of the booming seaports in Nigeria, if not even the best when it comes to economic viability, even to the point that this Lekki, Ibeju Lekki is coming up with the same seaport issue. Now imagine all those. You're not saying that there's a shortage, and uh, the likes of Tinubu, Abola Ahmed Tinubu, would definitely vehemently not agree to this. And the Southwestern brothers will also not agree to this, because that will mean taking away power from their economic power from their hands down to the south. Is because he is saying that the Lagos seaport should be shut down, and everything moved down to Calabar, Onisha, and the rest, which is to me is almost impossible, honestly. Even though it looks, that's to tell you how impossible also for him to drop the issue of Biafra agitation, and that's a strong one. But let's quickly feel the pulse of Nigerians over this, because of course Nigerians have reacted to this matter. Let's just feel the pulse, then we will now look at it critically. All right, this one here is saying Nnamdi Kanu's sarcastic conditions drowned drowned Nigeria and exposed the shrewd leadership styles across the north and the southeast, south. Julius Berger works in the north, but Chinese companies with their local accomplices hold sway in the east. What he's trying to say is that everyone knows that Julius Berger does top-notch jobs when it comes to what they are known for. But uh, when we have low standard products, sometimes you keep hearing people say something like Shinko, because it's assumed that anything Shinko does has some substandard in it. So this statement is trying to say that if you want good quality, then by all means give us construction company that does such, and don't give us the Chinko style. While this one here is saying he will only abandon Biafran agitation if the Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari holds any live press conference or interview. Well, he didn't say that, but this one is actually adding the eighth agenda to make it number 9. Okay, but let's continue. This one here is saying, after reading the condition, is not something that the federal government can accept. These ones are called impossible conditions. I tell you, very impossible. To start with, Lagos will definitely not close their seaport for anything in the world. And definitely, I don't see Lagos agreeing to the fact that Lagos, Abuja, agreeing to the fact that the head of parastatals be moved from Lagos down to the old eastern region. What that means is that all power, all economic power now rests in the region, in this old eastern region, which may not go well, honestly, because over time the southwest have gotten used to, particularly Lagos, have gotten used to having heads of parastatals in that side, and embassies are actually known. If they are not in Lagos, they're in Abuja. All right, I don't think there's any embassy in the old eastern region. So if you want to go down to United States, you want to go down to Europe, you got to find your way down to an embassy. And some of those embassies in Nigeria are located either in Lagos or Abuja. So that means whether I like it or yes, something must always take you down to Lagos, or something must always take you down to Abuja. And that means economic viability is something that's wonderful. Now, this old eastern region is blessed with seaports, but he's saying for it to become booming, bring them down to old eastern region, shut down. It's not good. That those are impossible. Now he's now trying to tell anyone who cares to know that for Biafra agitation is impossible. If you cannot do the impossible by making all these conditions met, by all means, it's also impossible for me to stop Biafran agitation. Have you now seen that the honorable chief whip, I'm talking about Oduduwa Okalo, trying to talk to Nnamdi Kanu, saying that okay, I can talk to him to play down or even stop Biafra agitation. He's not telling him by the condition he has given right now that is almost in fact, if not impossible for him to stop this Biafra agitation. Give him that and he will stop the Biafra agitation. But he's not saying if you give that to the southeastern or the old eastern region, all those, you have automatically made the southeastern region a power nation, a power region that controls the economy of Nigeria. Of course, no region will allow that, at least not in this present Nigeria that is almost divided in lines of ethnicity and religiousness. So it's almost an impossible request. But that's what we're going to wrap it up. What's your take on these 8 agenda conditions given by Nnamdi Kanu on the only reason or the only reasons why he will stop Biafra agitation? Of course, I see it as an impossible condition that can never be met by this present day dispensation. Let's meet in our comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned for more.